Hello. I recently purchased a Woody doll from Toy Story 4. I haven't seen any of them except number 4. I saw the write-up on it on my tablet. I was sent a message. They said it wasn't sad enough, but it was funny and had a good script. I decided to see it, and I got to see it in 3D, and I've never seen 3D in the movies except at Disney, and it was a blast. We sat in this small theater, and a woman and her kids was next to me, and it's been remodeled, and it has lazy boy seats, and you prop up your legs. It has cup holders for your sodas. And everybody except for me in the theater had their legs propped up, but I tried it and it wasn't for me. I didn't like it. And they had a blanket on them, on the woman and on her kids, and she had grammar school age son and daughter. And I felt like I was in a living room, not at a theater. But I know this is August now, and everybody's posted their videos about Woody, the different versions of the doll, and I just thought I would go on YouTube and see if they have posted the doll that I got. And as far as I know, they've posted a lot of them, but not the one I bought. The one they got is what they like better. It's got the cloth. That's what I wanted at first, but they had two different kinds, and I don't have much room where I live. And the regular Woody is bigger. The one at Disney Springs is bigger than the ones they got. Theirs is kind of like medium size. Mine is made out of plastic and small, but it's got some features I like that I think I made the right choice. They've got some called like a signature version or this or that, and mine is called True Talkers. And after buying it, a week after I saw it, I came back to Disney Springs and bought it. Then a week later I came back and it was sold out, so I'm glad I got it. But I couldn't make up my mind between that and the other Woody was from another movie. And you pull the string and he said 5 things. But this Toy Story 4 says 15 things. And I think it's louder than the bigger one. It really seems louder. And let me show you before you lose interest. I definitely did not see this on YouTube. It may be on there, but it wasn't where I looked. They had all the other ones. This is the one that I got. I like it so much in the box because it's like an open box. Theirs all was in a closed-in box. Mine, you can reach the doll without taking it out of the box because there is no front to the box. It's just held up. Here it is. Woody, Toy Story 4. And I haven't put his hat on yet. I haven't taken it out of the box yet. I like it this way because I can turn on the voice, his speeches, without taking it out of the box. There is instructions at the bottom. I'll take him out eventually, but I enjoy him being like this for a while. And this doubles as a stand. And this is called the Talker Edition. Of course, they've also got a whole line of them. They got Miss Bo Peep and Rex and they got Forky and Jesse, and of course Buzz Lightyear. I pushed the button on Buzz Lightyear. I wasn't crazy about his sayings. They didn't seem super good. And besides, I knew that I would only have room for one. And the bigger one they had was $30. This one was $20. And I looked at it and I thought, I can't make up my mind. So I walked away from the store and was walking around in Disney Springs. and I went back a half an hour later, and they have a window display, and they had this Woody there sitting on a shelf, like a bookshelf, and you could bend the legs and the arms, and I thought, well, that'd be great, because the other one I'd have to prop it up. It's like a string puppet, from the from the 50s. They say there was a show called the Woody Show or something, and there's also a Howdy Doody show. But the thing about the pulling the strings, I'm not so sure that the Woody doll on the TV show had a pull string. Back in the 50s and the 60s, there was other ones that were pull strings. And another thing I wanted to point out was that all the people that got one has a hole in the back, and they pull the string. And I did that on the other one that only said 5 things. Is that it doesn't work the way the original ones did. The original ones, you pulled it way out, and it didn't talk till you released it. The Disney one, as you're pulling it, it talks, and it only goes out that far. And you let go of it. It's talking when you're pulling it out. Now, it is nice that it has a ring and a string, but that's not exactly how it worked. But I happen to have an old real doll with a real pull string. It don't talk anymore, but I can still pull the string on it. It's a Herman Monster. It was a Funny Frankenstein in the early 60s, a TV show. I just wanted to show you real quick the difference between a true pull string and the Woody pull string. This is a real pull string doll. A Herman Monster. Everybody thinks, oh man, Frankenstein. No, he was funny. This was a Frankenstein that was married to a woman and had a daughter and a son that looked a little bit like a werewolf. And their pet was a dragon that lived under the stairs, and the stair would open up and flames would come out, and they'd say, "Hello, Spot," scare the people away. Anyway, real quickly I'll show you the string. I'll pull it. You'll see the difference between this and the Woody one. Okay, see? First, the ring is smaller, and it's not on the back. It's on the side, like that. Now look how far this string goes out. This is how far they went out. Now watch this. Past the screen. That's how far they really went out. Now that is a true pull string doll from the early 60s. If you want to know how they really worked. Okay, one moment please. I'll tell you a little bit about the Woody I bought. There is one thing nice about him, is that it has the sound of the string being pulled, and it does it the right way. You don't hear him talk until after the string starts going back into the doll. It's only verbal, but that's the way it really worked. And I like that feature about it. Another thing I like is that when I'm in a hurry, I don't have to grab the doll, reach to the back, pull the string. I can leave this right on the bookshelf and come up to it and just push the star, which I've done so many times already. And see, he has a little star on his chest, and then you push it.
Everyone, this is Forky. I can't believe I'm talking to a spork.
Neither can I.
What? No, you can't go.
You can't go? Oh, I like that.
Okay, gotta get back. How do I get back?
That's like me, I get lost, and how do I get back on the road?
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Okay, gotta get back. How do I get back?
And sometimes it repeats.
Everyone, this is Forky.
Forky.
I can't believe I'm talking to a spork.
Neither can I.
Yeah, okay, all right, okay, that is enough.
That is enough. Well, that's my favorite.
What?
can't go.
Yeah, tough luck.
That's a voice from one of the other dolls.
Forky. Right. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys.
Hang on, little guy.
Hang on, little guy.
Oh, no, we can't stay.
No, we can't stay.
Whoa!
Woo! Woo!
What are you doing out here?
Hasn't your father or somebody ever come to you and say, "What are you doing out here?" Or "What are you doing?" Makes you feel bad, don't it?
Operation Pull Toy.
Operation Pull Toy, I like that.
Ride like the wind.
Did you hear that? That was the string being pulled. It didn't talk until the string was going back in. You can hear it. You can hear the string pulling, and he's not talking. That's the real way the old Pullstring dolls did, is like this one. Another neat thing is that you probably could stand him up without a stand, because this is plastic, and instead of just being made out of a floppy doll with cloth and fabric, it's all plastic. And all these arms and things are bendable. I thought about putting this on the table and then zooming it in, but it might work better this way, hopefully. Let's see if he says something different. Did you hear the string pull first? What I really like is whoever done this was smart. He knew that would be irritating, so you don't hear the string being pulled on every time you push it. Very intelligent.
Reach for the sky.
You know what? I never heard that one. What's really neat is that it repeats some things, and you think you've done it all, and later on you push the button, and he says something different.
I gotta get Forky.
I like that one.
Whoa!
Woo!
Trash? No.
No,
You're
no,
not
no, no.
going to the trash.
You're not going to the trash. One of my favorites. Well, that's about enough. I just about played all of them. Let's one more time. I bet it'll be well.
Oh, you're a lost toy?
Oh, I like that. You're a lost toy. Okay. Here we have the Woody. This is the True Talkers edition from Disney Springs, Walt Disney World. And there's plastic holding his arms here, but these are quite flexible, and so are the legs. I just can't bear to take it out now. I'm sorry. But you can pull the arms out, so I'll pull the top one out. Now watch this. I pull him out. Here we go. Look at that. Now this, you can see. Now his joint pivots too. Watch this. See? You can make him go all the way down, or his elbow moves too. Now look at that. Then you can pull it back out, push it back up. Stick it back in place. And his right arm comes out too. There it is. See? Bend his elbow. And see? His shoulder goes down. It works like a real joint for a shoulder. Down, up, sideways, back, down. Pull his arm back out. His shoulder goes that way too. Just about every movement of a human shoulder. This is a great one. Then you push it back in there. You got your stand. I'll push it one more time in the video. And I didn't think I'd like this one. I made the right choice. I really like this one. And someday it'll come out of the box. I'll set it on my bookshelf.
You have to be there for Bonnie. That is your job.
That is your job. You gotta be there for Bonnie. The little girl that made the spork that came out of the garbage can, and the spork kept trying to go to the garbage can. And that was funny. And the movie was funny. and I enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I only done it because I didn't see this particular model. They have just about every one of them on YouTube. If they had mine, I wouldn't have done it. But this ends Woody Toy Story 4. One more comment is I looked at the faces and the heads. A lot of them look funny. With this one, you can't see it, but it shows it has blue eyes and pupils. Other ones, there's not that much detail. Some of them, the faces looked funny. If you look at this one, the face looks pretty good. Let's see if I can... Now, what do you think? I think it looks pretty good. I don't know. I think it looks better than most of the other ones. Now, this ends the video of Toy Story 4, the Woody doll, the one I almost didn't get because I wanted the cloth too, but it was too big and it would flop around. This one is really great. I think I made the best choice. This was the True Talkers Woody Edition, 15 plus sayings. This ends the video, and I hope you liked it. Here we go. I'll hold this out and try to turn it off like so.